Right? I've promised that the next episode would be ready quite soon, and here it is. This is my smallest, favorite cross-cutting system. Incredibly handy. Cutting across, it's no problem for it at this thickness. I still need to cut twice as the disc is not wide enough. It is for 40 mm and the material is some 53 mm. The cross-cutting system deserved to be shown twice, so here it is. Then onto the edging machine. I don't know if it's the same case with you, but with material so wide, wood is so resistant that it's difficult to move it. It slides and it's hard work. I prefer narrower elements for planing on the edging machine. Upright is no problem at all. You have something to push. It's enough to plan once, sometimes twice, depends on the width of the opening. The next machine, the thicknesser. First, planing upright. The beams were of various thickness, so I needed to adjust the machine. Then down flat and planing to the specified dimension. To those of you who have not used the silent power cutter block, you should try it. I showed the joint for purpose. When squeezed so planed elements are able to trick your eyes and lose the sight of the joint. Here I guess the shavings exhaust wasn't working. Those two elements cut to size on the sawing machine glued together. Some glue. I need to get a wider roller. I get more and more elements of about 100 mm. So the one I have, 80 mm, is too narrow. I put everything into the press. Theoretically I could press two elements with work table clamps. But this press is on a side and is not in my way, the table is free. Additionally, I applied two hand clamps, they squeeze from the other side. Moving on to the joiner's bench and marking the joint. See this white element for maple? It is not cut at length, yet. So I'm marking the spot where the longest screw will go. The one 460 mm long. As you can see, it has the holes for clamps and I must omit this spot. And additionally I'll want to add two pins. They will be visible in a moment, you'll see where I want to insert them. As they say, measure twice, cut once. So sometimes I spend more time marking to avoid any mistake in here. The edging machine again. One side. The other side. Let me guess, what machine next? The thicknesser, of course. Have you just seen the chips shooting at the camera? Anybody noticed? That's why I always say to wear goggles when working on the edging machine. You can be lucky 100 times and then 101st you'll get hit. Planed, cutting to size. Angle at work, as I've noticed earlier. That somewhere the square was lost and it wasn't 1 or 2 degrees. But when putting two elements together, I noticed one edge not getting to the end, so I preferred to verify it with the angle. This middle element between the joiner's bench, the table and the maple, where the screw will go. I'll want a position on the pins. I'll show you in a moment. The element which I'm planing now and was glued before is the back of the joiner's bench. The other side. Some planing, followed by the thicknesser. We'll have all the angles maintained. It is crucial that those elements' cross-sections were cuboids. No other angle is allowed but 90 degrees. I've measured, marked, and now I can cut this maple element. I left some 1 mm reserve. Yeah, I'm drilling a hole to sink the screw head. Then I drill inside. The pilots are aligned. I have a through hole with a deepening for the head. Now I'm pinning it. Here I neatly position the camera, just to block it later with my arm. I'm sorry. These are the minuses or working alone. The overview screen was behind me, so I had no idea I was covering the essential part. Why pins? They have the smallest clearance. There is no option here to move up or sideways. I'll make one borehole for 2 pins, distance of 32 mm. And the third borehole will be in the element joining the tabletop and the clamp. Here I had to be tricky. I thought to make it on a horizontal drill, it would be most parallel to the side and to the surface it rests on. Still I missed ca 10 mm in the middle. And I had to deepen it with another drill bit. Now additional gluing. Theoretically we could skip it. and leave just the maple element. But since I have the ready design, I'll comply with it. Now a hole saw on. I need a clean bore here. It will be an internal element, so it's not crucial. Still, I want it pretty clean. The pilot from one side enters the lead hole. The moment of cleaning it after the hole saw. If I pressed, then that's it. The circle would turn into an oval. Now some planing. This addition was wider than the maple element just by a hair's breadth. Then there's no need to grind, just plane. Here I also noticed that the squeeze on the press is so strong that it slightly skews those elements. Therefore, 2 additional area pressure clamps at the front should even it out. Now transferring the hole for the large screw. I need to deepen it with the screw gun. It was tricky as the chuck does not fit by this pin. These 2 pins are fixed. Let's check if all this will fit together. So, I'm playing some music. 2 more pins appeared which I'm inserting now. And then fitting it all together. This is the first time I am working with so long screws. I was curious how big the deflection will be with it. You can make 20 to 30 degrees not moving the screw. It bends as much at this length. Some screw gun work and when it cuts the internal thread. Then the socket wrench and tightening by hand. That's all in this episode. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.